scissors.
They're right here.
And you see this little tab here? You're going to actually tape that to the tube, because if it's this way, it's not even attached to the tube. It's going to slide up and down. So you're going to use a piece of tape. Is it in the math? Yeah. Tape this to the tube. I'm just going to tie one thing. I'm not going to put it in a knot. Normally, you're always tying a knot because you don't want it to slip.
Now, is someone holding the tube at that
Always.
point?
You never, ever let go of the tube. While you're doing this, your co-worker is holding the tube.
So during check-off, should we be saying, okay, Mary, please hold the tube in place for
Exactly.
me? Okay.
And you wouldn't lift head to pull that string under. You would just pull it under from the other side.
Hmm?
Like you lifted his head to pull the.
Oh, did I put it like that?
Yeah, but you wouldn't. You just stick it
slide
through.
It under.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
so. And then you would tie it, so that's holding that in. Now the one Jillian was talking about, and we do use this one a lot, as a matter of fact, it's the way that Mama. Why do I keep taking the stupid tube out?
I like to practice intubating. Sorry, I'm on top of you. I'm in your personal space.
Huh?
Now, that other tube, that's subglottic suctioning, is that
Yeah.
it?
This one's called a high-low. You won't see these in
Okay.
everywhere, because you can actually suction with this one. Take your tie and double it in half. Wrap it around. And then you're going to tie a knot, because that's a slip knot. It's not going to hold. It's just going to slide. But you would usually do this with 2 pieces of string. One piece of string would go over the ear, and then you would lift his head because you'd have to get this through here. And you would tie it on the side. And then you would take a second piece of string like this, do the same thing, and put it down under his neck. Always tie it on the side so that you're going to be able to have access to it. And always tie it in a knot, never in a bow.
What if his face starts to swell or something?
Huh?
I said, what happens if he starts to have a swollen face or something?
Swollen face?
Yeah, just out of random, his face starts to
Well,
swell.
if he starts to have a swollen face, believe it or not, this will start to cut into his face.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Could you tie it super
remember,
tight or loosely?
this gets changed on a daily basis.
Okay.
So does and the tape usually gets changed. You guys change it on a daily, Julian, or how often do you change your tape?
No, we use Hollister.
You use the Hollister. Do you ever change them?
No, only if they're coming off.
Okay. If you're using
The
this
ties is
version
what
or
we use in the
tape or
front.
this version, then they get changed, especially if they start to get all gunky and mucousy and bloody. You want to change them. She said they don't change the Hollister at all, right?
Only if it's coming off. The ties, though, we only use down in the trauma room. And once they come up and whatever stitched and whatever facial stuff is taken care of, then we put the Hollister on. So the ties don't stay on that long.
Okay.
So that's just kind of like in a trauma situation, like quick, easy.
It is
Okay.
quick.
Nothing as secure as the other ones are.
If they're bloody, no tape is going to hold against blood.
What is this called?
This is just a tie. You're just tying it in place. And then you would have a second string that you tie down around here. So you actually have double protection on this, one up top and one down below. But like Julian said, this is a temporary.
Will you show us the Hollister also?
Oh, where's the Hollister? Thank you. This is a Hollister. It's got adhesive. It's kind of like a Duoderm kind of. Who's that? Oh, come on in. They really don't bite.
That's pretty dress.
That is pretty.
Very pretty.
I like that neck thing. That looks kind of Indian. Not American Indian, East Indian. It has, that's sticky, so it sticks to the face and holds it in place. Okay.
It's not too sticky so it doesn't rip
Yeah.
off skin.
You have this little tab here. Now make sure your tube is out of the way. Or rather your pilot balloon, you don't want that to get stuck under there. And then you actually have this Velcro stuff that goes around his neck. Mm-hmm.
It's just so much easier.
I was gonna say, it looks so much easier, and it looks
Now
like
the
it's not
tube-
so.
The tube goes in here because the tube itself has to be secure. And this wraps around the tube. And then there's a little thing here that snaps into place and that holds the tube in place. You see this? See where I put it?
The way we had ours was on top.
Either
I know
or.
it's
So it's not
interesting.
that's not an issue. Whether you put it on top or the bottom is
No,
not
it just
an
looks
issue.
funny. Okay. You're right.
It goes around.
Yeah, it was on
The
their
brown
This was on
sticky.
top because it made like,
And it goes
then you
around.
Just, it was like
Yeah.
almost like a mustache, and then we just moved
And
it
this
like shoes
goes
in
in
the
there
center.
and
We just moved it
snaps.
to the left.
And that holds the tube in place.
slides.
And whether you put it on
Yeah,
top or the
then
bottom,
it
that's
slips
not
to
an
this
issue.
side.
When you hold it, it slides. So you can just slide the tube. Like you don't have to like pretty much like retape them. You just
Yeah, that's when you're changing it from side to side. That's another check off. We don't have to do that for this check off.
position change. But we had him in the center, and then we had to move to the
So you can
Right,
move it the
right.
upside other way around so the pads are on their cheeks?
That's what we had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
what looked
I haven't
different.
seen it like down
So we
there
would
yet.
just do the other.
Yeah, like I said, it's an individual preference.
Okay.
Up or down is not whether that, it can go up like this or it can go
That's
down
what we
like
saw.
that. That's not a,
Okay.
whichever way you
So,
do it is
When
acceptable.
we're using